Now I have to take note of this, so 1350. So I had a little prelude to my previous video that I had to edit out because the video was going over 10 minutes. And with this recording app I have, the maximum length of video that I can export is 10 minutes. It's a good app, but that's the only unfortunate downside to it. So what I had been saying was that there's an excellent new resource available, fully available now, where you go to practicing in Bridgemaster. And now all these deals are fully available and open, whereas previously there were only 5 example hands that you could play at every level, whereas now there are just a multitude of hands available here at each level, and it's fully open for free, which is great. So what I have been saying in the previous videos, and I'm going to do the advanced level deals and then the expert and the world class ones. So in the first video I have played 1 and 2, so I'm going to go straight into board 3 here. Now what I have been saying is I've actually met the first 5 deals before, because I played the 5 free deals years ago, so I will know these. And once I reach 6 they'll be all new to me. So you have to treat these with a lot of respect. These advanced deals are tough, so we have to win that by force. Now I think the idea of this one is pretty clear actually. Now rest in mind, everybody watching, that we're in imps, so our goal is to not maximise our tricks, but our goal is to make sure we make the contract. So obviously if clubs are 3-2 here, I can just go ace clubs, king of clubs, ruff a club, and I could draw the trumps, go up to the spade, and then I'll have 3 clubs to throw at 3 diamonds. But obviously the risk is if the clubs are 4-1. So if I go ace clubs, king of clubs, ruff a club, and they're 4-1, I have to go up to the spade, ruff the clubs good, and then I have no other entry to the clubs. Okay, so we draw the trumps, and we actually have to duck a club to preserve the communication. We have to make sure we overtake that with the ace, so we have an entry to the clubs. We can ruff the clubs good. Make sure I've counted the trumps correctly. And then the king of clubs will take care of the outstanding club. And then the clubs will throw our 2 diamonds. So it's essentially recognizing what is the one potential danger that might jeopardize us making the contract, and that's if the clubs don't break. Because also, I mean, like if you're in match points, you're going to play ace king clubs and ruff club. But I mean, everybody in the room can do that. And okay, so I mean, everybody in the room can play ace king clubs, ruff club. So if you're in a team match and you need to bring in maybe this type contract, you might lose an imp, but if it's a high level contract like 6, you're willing to lose an imp to make sure you make the contract. So, and I was actually referencing in the previous video, I'm not sure if it was edited out, but I think in the modern scoring system, if it's a ridiculously conservative safety play, you shouldn't go for it. Because I mean, losing a couple of imps from over tricks here and there could cost you half a victory point, and that's going to cost you more in the long run, I feel, than a lot of these very low percentage safety plays actually coming in. Because a huge number of bridge competitions these days are such fine margins. You could lose by a fraction of a victory point, win by a fraction of a victory point, so I think you need to be taking your over tricks where available, within reason. So we'll move on to the next board. I have 6 more minutes. So I'll try and do probably 2 deals at a time, will be good. So we're at 4 spades. I remember this one actually quite vividly. So yeah, the problem here is you're getting forced in hearts, okay? So obviously if we do something like play the ace of trumps and a trump, if the spades are 4-1, they're going to go spades, spades. They're going to draw all our trumps and then cash their 2 hearts. We'll actually probably go 2 down. So I think the idea is to just cash the ace of spades and now just lose 3 trump tricks. So we know the trumps are 4-1. So we're willing to just lose 3 trump tricks. Or no, they could be 3-2. But even if they're 3-2, one person has 2 left and one person has 1 left, and we just lose 3 trump tricks. So that's the idea here. So we just keep cashing off our side suits. And letting them take their trump tricks. So probably to rub it in, they're going to make the trumps 3-2, but it doesn't really matter. And what I was referencing in the previous video as well, under their 4-1, is that if you don't play it correctly, they'll shuffle around the opposition cards. So for example, we might have seen here that the trumps at the end were 3-2, but had you played it incorrectly and gone ace of trumps trump, they'll make them 4-1, such that you go down. So it's a very well designed system. If you don't play it correctly, they'll alter the distribution of the opponent's cards such that you go down. So I'm gonna leave it at that now and upload the next 2 on the next one. So end of stream.